Pearson Network News brings you this late-breaking update. Earlier this evening, Pearson's mascot, Frosty the Snowman, was discovered in the car of Mr. John Samp. After Eric Wilson received an anonymous tip via text message, Pearsonites flooded out of the building and down to the parking lots of ASHC. They discovered bits of evidence in the parking lot, but their search was overall very unfruitful. Finally, after looking both low and high, they discovered Frosty crumpled in the back of Mr. John Samp's car. Needless to say, he was not pleased with their discovery. Accusations were thrown, caught, dropped, and bobbled. But questions still remain. Who really stole Frosty? Our man on the street, Tyler Darland, ventured out within Pearson to ask the men, who did they think stole Frosty? And also, beyond that, what do they think we should do with Frosty now that he's back? Questions remain, things are unanswered. But let's see what they had to say.
So who do you think stole Frosty?
There are only two possible solutions. One, John Samp is the perpetrator, and he is simply trying to cover himself.
John Samp, mastermind.
John Samp. I actually think John Samp stole Frosty. He's been the one was pushing to get rid of him in the first place.
Or two, there's this mass conspiracy of many different peoples from many different leagues trying to sabotage our president, John Samp.
I don't know, I have no idea.
I think it was John Samp.
Jeff Goodwin, accomplice, isn't very smart but does a lot of dirty work.
I think they had a group of conspirators, and certain conspirators may have turned upon John, maybe knowing that he had Frosty in his car.
David was in here telling me it was Chris Carter. I think the evidence sounded pretty convincing.
I think it was David.
I have no idea.
I still think it's Tyler Darland.
I have no idea.
It has to be someone who's closely kind of affiliated with John.
On that note, I'm not sure. I have some rather wild theories, mainly actually on my roommates.
Eric Wilson, social chair, who wants everybody to be involved with some random activity.
Off the top of my head, I kind of thought it was Eric Wilson. He showed up with Linda, Coop's girlfriend. So Linda had her hood up, and she kind of looked like a little hood rat, so...
I don't know who stole Frosty.
Money's on Chris.
John stole Frosty, and if there's ever pee in his room, it wasn't me.
Possibly John Samp, Chris Carter, either that or it's like outside people.
And I think it was Christopher Carter.
I heard Chris Carter did it.
I think Matt Mueller did it.
Probably Kale. Yeah, he seems pretty suspicious.
Tony. He's a shady character. He doesn't live here, therefore we can't trust him.
Well, I think it was the government.
I think Joe O'Neill stole Frosty.
So now what should we do with Frosty?
There's nothing to be done except love him and cherish him.
Alright, thank you.
You're welcome.
I am glad he's back, yes.
I think we should keep him, not replace him.
You know, I'd personally be in favor of retiring him and then maybe moving on to a different hall tradition.
Dude, I think he needs to go still. I think he's too fucking loud.
Personally, I think you should properly retire him and get him a new one.
You could probably get a new one.
We need to have somebody contact the manufacturer and see if we can get another one.
I say we can patch him up.
I feel now that we have him back, that need is fed, but we should still, I think, move on from Frosty.
I think we should keep him, man. That guy's been through a war now.
And we have to keep him. He's been through a hostage situation. We can't, save him and then just throw him away.
You can replace him if you want, but you can't just get rid of just a body.
I say we give him a proper burial.
So put a GPS in there and keep him?
I guess just leave him where he is if he's not completely torn up.
Inflate him. Put him back in this corner.
You should restore him to his rightful place.
I don't know, I really don't care.
Inflate him?
Replace him. I think he should be replaced too.
I mean, I'm okay with replacing him if we voted it like we did last year.
We should definitely retire him. Maybe replace him with something else.
Yes, we should replace him. However, he should have a nice salary.
taps should be played. We can see if we can get John Paul to do like a 7-gun salute or whatever.
I'd say y'all better wait till it gets cold out again until you trying anything. Because right now it's too damn warm to have Frosty outside. Or inside for that matter. It's warm.
I think to do what Jeff Miller was talking about doing.
Wait till it cools on down by 20 degrees. And then we gotta act.
As much as I'm not in favor of Frosty, if there was a newer one and a lot quieter and cleaner version, so it's not looking like we got them from the projects, I think I would support it.
We have a little party for him. Cider. Hot cider. Not for him though, he gets cold. And welcome him back. Have a little party.
Well, there you have it, folks. What the people think, and how they feel about what should be done with Frosty. The real question is, though, who do you think did it? What do you think should be done with Frosty?